Good morning from down under, everyone. My name is Romance Blitz, and we're going to continue our Let's Play of Warhammer 40,000 Dark Heresy Alpha. This is part 19 in the series, and part 9 in particular of the Daring Pre-Made 2 playthrough. This is probably going to be the last episode due to, well, meta knowledge, most likely. But we'll get straight into it. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have been enjoying the series so far. Otherwise, we shall offer up that prayer to the motive force for the algorithm and get straight to it. And we'll start with some level ups. The character increases morale of 3 characters themselves included. Character. These. Yeah, I like lead the assault, I think. Yeah, that's fine. And probably diplomacy. Probably that one. Um, there's another one. I thought there was this. I mean, there's that, and that will certainly be a thing. Um, where was it? Unless it's an upgrade for something else. I sworn there was a upgrade for reducing AP. Precise strikes if you use psychic power. Here we go. Foregoing conclusion. There we go. That's what we want. Yeah, Master Marksman. I'm almost certainly thinking Burning Blood at this point. Um, or Burning Rage. Perception bonus. The area attacks. Probably Burning Rage. Cog, my boy. More damage with melee. Once a character's attack, reduce the target's armor. Yeah, probably that one. Him getting his talent one's really good. Alright, Rakshada. Oh, Rakshada. Akiti. I'm thinking Code Gaius there for a second. My character's hit chance. Uh, mm. God might not be a bad thing, because of their melee weapon, I suppose. Um, yeah, I think I'll probably get that one. No, that one. What are we saying? Alrighty. Yeah, I believe it's time for the assault clerk now. Yeah, we'll take it. We destroyed it in the last one, so... Alright, drop a save. And now we begin the fun part. Time for the Doctor Strange moment. Alright, so the good thing about doing this section again when I didn't record was that I was able to um, sort out the mazy kind of stuff. So I know how to do the maze and get the items and not run around like a headless chicken. The other route doesn't matter. We know this. Okay, well, let's begin. First things first, make sure the camera is true north. Click east. Click south. Click east. Click. Yeah, technically that should be south west, I guess, but it's fine. It's still the only south direction. I should probably update that though. Click. Get this. Go north. And go north. Go northwest. Get this. Yeah. Then west, east, then south again, east, south, and west, and west, and we're done. Suddenly that doesn't take forever. Alright, so we go this way. I haven't done it yet. Recording. Sorry about that, I had to mute for a second. Alrighty. Now the trip continues. I believe. Alright, it's like this way or something. Okay. Yeah, so none of these options actually matter. Yeah, so I assume that has probably conviction ramifications of some description. Obviously, that's not implemented yet, but there we go. This fight shall be slightly interesting. So we shall save. I mean, it's still not opening up to what I saw last time, so I don't know if you don't get the... I'll have to experiment on another playthrough, which I'll probably do. I won't record it though. Um, but I'll have to see if um, yeah, I'll have to see if doing the crit thing again last is like the paying off thing. I'm sure there's an ultimate order. I was just being a little stubborn in regards to how I was doing things. which was fine. It worked out somewhat. Alright. Anyway, just because I wanted to use the Shada super early. And I did say that this run was going to be a carbon copy of the one I didn't record. Alrighty, so I gotta go over here. We want push. We want burdenate. We want that. And I think I want to... Yeah, I think I want to move in. Turn this on. And nuke that out of Oblivion. Yeah, fire a shot this time. Alright, it's been assailed. Why do we do that to Hamar? I think a trick is you're supposed to do that to him if you're gonna make use of his moving around, especially with his heavy weapon stuff. And then we use guiding light. Yeah, so you can clearly tell that this character is very this character is very what's the word I'm looking for? Combo orientated. Oof. Ow. That hurt a little. We should have a corpse at least. Alright, we want to snipe that flamer. how much do I have to... There we go. Oh well, we missed the shot. Oh yeah, we really gotta heal our friend over there, so... First things first. Get rid of the flamer dude. Sniper corpse could probably be an issue too. So we'll probably take a shot at him actually. Oh, thank God. Nope, never mind. Alright, we totally didn't need them. Alrighty, so I'll do this to go over here. Do that. Do that. Do that. Probably should have actually killed that one, but oh well. If I'm lucky, I might be able to... Alrighty. Yeah, murder. Do that. Then move over here. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, birdie instant next start, it's fine. Tactical reposition. How's it? Barrier back up? No, it's not. Alright. Voice of command. Take a shot to the skull. Yeah, the damage reduction and stuff from daring is definitely impacting this. But there's still some notable damage, nonetheless. Maybe we can move over this way. Nothing that we can't kill on our next turn, I'm sure. Unfortunately, Cog's been almost next to useless this fight because of my positioning. That's my bad. But I'll know for better. Next time for sure. I mean, this fight's pretty much over anyway. So that's, again, kind of my bad a little bit for aggressive positioning. Ironically, probably would have survived if I used Hamia as a meat shield, question mark. Oh well. It's one of those things I'm learning that I'm being a little overzealous with my positioning and it's getting people killed. Though to be fair, there were also a sniper and the AoE did it, so I have to... Oh, here we go. Now I can see it. Oh, that was game anyway. Oops, I was actually going to look at some other stuff, but oh well. So, that's daring done, minus the, not, like the out of combat skill check thing. Change just to make, what's the word I'm looking for? Making it recording friendly, video friendly. That way I don't have to reload 100 times. I don't know what I did wrong to get found with the poison. It didn't matter anyway. Or not poison, the drug. It didn't matter anyway because she still wins. But I just wanted to dope her up. Or dope him up during the fight against Maul. But oh well. So, knowing what I know now from the playthroughs, new combat system is certainly interesting. So is the leveling system that they've shown off. I kind of do enjoy it somewhat. It's it's kind of like you pick your specialization so that you know what they wanna be useful at. Like if you want to make a morale debuffer, morale buffer for like the officer, maybe turning Cog into a brick or even bigger brick, or maybe turning him into a train, or maybe turning him into a blender when you get dual weapons and it actually works. Yeah, like all that kind of stuff is an interesting way of doing it, and it looks like you get it. Do I have the image still? Yes, I do. Here we go. So yeah, it looks like you get a specialization. What, level 6, level 14, level 19, level 3. So you get like 4 special, like, because I assume, unless a character starts with it at level 3 or more, which generally your initial companions don't start at level 3. Normally they're level 1 or level 2, you level them up. At least in Road Trader. You had some say over the initial stuff. Not a lot, but some. So you got 4 specializations, and they have some pretty decent options. And that the specialization themselves give you stats, which is nice. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4 ability upgrades, it looks like. Again, this is subject to change. This is just alpha. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characterizations. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 talents. Quite a few abilities, you get the pick, so it'll be interesting to see when you get extra AP, I guess. Which it would probably be like a feature thing, maybe. But like I said, it's certainly interesting, and it's going to make playing around with builds that much more intriguing as well come beta, which I imagine is going to be some time off yet, unfortunately, folks. That's how development goes. In terms of this alpha compared to the last alpha, it was a little bit shorter, but I could also understand that a bit, because obviously you don't want to dedicate a whole amount of the dev cycle to an alpha that's going to get thrown in the bin eventually. You want to save it for like the beta and obviously release to get the game out faster to please everyone. There's a good chance that beta may not require much, if any, modifications outside of fine-tuning and bug fixing. So if that's the case, I have hope. It's not going to be the greatest of hope. I have a slim hope that it may be voiced. Again, I would think that the dialogue, the cutscenes, all that would be somewhat locked in at that point. So, yeah, so that would like make it able to be voiced. Whether or not it is voiced in the beta, I don't know. Whether or not they just save that for release. Because the way to look at it is, if they put voice acting in the beta, it's probably going to take longer for the beta to come out. If they just keep it all for release, then not only is it safer in case they do change a scene or two, so they don't have to re-record lines and waste time. But it also probably make it come out sooner, because you don't have to include that content. The reports were interesting. I do have a save. I'll have to probably go back at some point before accidentally clicking out of the game, because I didn't mean to do that. But you can actually look up the case reports when they have like an official version, I think. And that's what I wanted to compare it to. But I think I might do the comparison off recording, or show it off in potentially going back to the pre-made 1 and doing recording of that maybe on Daring. We'll see. I don't know if I want to do too much more in the terms of recording, like one more in like redoing pre-made 1 with what I know. Sounds like it should be a good idea. But I was initially thinking this would take a bit longer, but again, it's pretty good. It's one section of clearly a path split, and I am kind of interested to see how that path split goes in the beta, because I imagine it will be in the beta. Because I can almost make a prophetic guess that in the Spire, which I think is the other path based on the description in character creation / picking a pre-gen, that the vendors for the Imperial Guard and the Noble faction, because that's what the 4 reputation factions are by the looks of it, based on the reputation screen, is you got Ministorum, which is like the Scintilla mission. You've got, I can't remember the names yet, so do forgive me. You got the Admeki one, which we've got them both to blue 50. Then you had one for the Nobles, which we kind of angered a little bit because we pissed off / murdered the Baron. And we had one for the Guard, which was like the Fusiliers or whatever it was. So, and it's clear, by the looks of it, it's clearly looking like Cog's quest is tied to the Spire as well, because the Fusiliers are clearly going to be there. So, and we had an AdMech quest from the Spire. So yeah, all that's going to be super interesting. Obviously, there's a nice, even though we only had 2 levels to play with, from 3 to 5 and 5 to 7, respectively, depending on the pre-made. There's already some nice talk going on in the Discord, in the build section, about what could be good, what could be interesting, potential builds, ideas. Like, I've messed around with Makati a little bit, and she's definitely going to be like trying to get as much morale as quickly as she can to heroic action, plus the her recruit stuff for birdie attacks. Premier could be an interesting one because you could make him a melee heavy gunner and a tank with a gun. Cog obviously has several things. Some of it's probably not exactly working in the alpha, but you got built like a tank, actual tank build Cog. You have the Choo Choo Pain Train Cog build where you just run through enemies and you do damage every time you pass through an enemy square. I do kind of hope they put a wayfinding system for him to make that even better, because I see it with Guide is he will go around enemies instead of through, even though he probably has the movement to go through, especially when you get past enemies like it's nothing. So hopefully he gets some assistance with that for being a big target, a 2x2. Obviously making sure limited that you can't end in an enemy square, yada yada. Don't want to break the game now. And then you have I'm a blender Cog, which unfortunately wasn't working in the alpha, but 2 weapon fighting, which I'd love to see that, because obviously just from looking at it, it looked like he should be able to wield 2 maces because it's a one-handed weapon, but it wasn't working. Again, it's an alpha, I'm fine with that. I'm pretty sure in the alpha, maybe even the beta, I can't remember, grenades were bugged initially, in the Grenader talent or whatever it was, and that got fixed. So it's little things that they exist, they get worked on, and then they become useful later. So just like how I think Rapid Fire was bugged, and Homie has it in the pre-made too, so it's useless. But again, that might get fixed. So anyway, we'll call it an episode there, folks. That's just my initial thoughts on the alpha, at least for now. I like the morale system, it's interesting. Veil was fun. I have a feeling the idea is you're supposed to fill that bar up as quickly as possible and then try to do things to avoid psychic phenomenon slash Perils of the Warp, because obviously that's bad, as I've once again joined Team Solneshi in summoning a Solneshi Demonette in my face. I haven't... the Wizarding Hat from Harry Potter has not put me in any other house other than House Solnesh, it would seem. So, yeah, that will be interesting. But yeah, so like I said, we'll call it an episode there, folks. So thank you for watching, and again, if you have been liking the alpha videos, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. All of it helps in the end. Um, I may take some time off during the holidays, as this is all done and recorded before the 25th my time, because I live in the future. So, um, and then after that, I may look into doing one more run off camera for, again, purposes of just studying stuff and learning stuff. I think I've got most of the combat stuff down. It's more like just the support systems left to go. I want to mess around with the journal a bit more for detective finding, and then I may do one more recording of daring with pre-made one, and then that will probably end the series. Alright, see you next time.